Yeah, it makes such a difference, the mindset you've got going into a race. And I sort of experienced this recently. I competed for the first time in probably 12 months, just in the pool. I competed, for the first time in 12 months just a couple of weeks ago, and my head was just not in the game, and my times weren't great, and I probably wasn't that fit either, but just the difference between where my head was at,
Right.
like a couple of weeks ago compared to a few years ago when I was really switched on, I was fit and feeling good. It was just such a noticeable difference. And just standing behind the blocks, I knew it wasn't going to be a great race because I'd already convinced myself that I didn't quite have that edge
Right.
that I felt like I sort of used to. So what sort of things do you try and get athletes to think about or consider or include in their training to build that mindset that when they go into a race, they've got the confidence going into it?
Well, I'll tell you, what's kind of funny about it is you just brought up one yourself. So you convinced yourself before you even got in the pool that you weren't going to be able to get to be able to perform as well as you wanted to. And that happens so often. And the challenge with that is then when you know that you're not going to compete to your best level at that point, most athletes, they hold a little something back. Because if they hold a little something back, then maybe it won't feel like they fully failed. It won't feel like they fully messed up. But the challenge with it is, especially for swimmers, for runners, it's a lot, and then for other sports as well, but especially in those two areas, you're focused so much on how your body feels, and you want to feel a certain way. And that was one big thing. Another athlete I was working with, it took us several months to kind of get past this, but you always want to feel like you're at the top of your game. Like okay, so we're not sore. I feel good in the water. I feel like I've put in all of the practice that I need, and that means that I should be confident, right? So what happens when you're not? What happens when you're sore? What happens when you didn't, the last time that you were pacing, it wasn't exactly what it needed to be? I mean, at that point, does that definitely mean that we're not going to swim well in the water? Absolutely not. And so what we teach here at the MindSide is we teach the athletes that we're working with, no matter how you feel in whether it's a practice day or whether it's a competition day, no matter how you feel, you have to give everything you've got in that moment. I mean, you're never, it's almost like if you're going to, I don't know if you like pizza. This is how I explain it to my athletes. This is kind of funny. But if you, I don't know if you like pizza. When say your wife told you she was getting a full box of pepperoni pizza, right? And that's your favorite. And you've had a really hard workout, and you're excited to come home to eat pepperoni pizza. And normally we'll say you eat maybe 3 pieces. Okay. So you're really, really excited, really hungry. Well, you come home and you were late. And so they ate most of the pizza. They left 3 slices left for you. Okay. Most people would look at that box of pizza and say, what the heck? Look at all the pizza that's missing, instead of focusing on the 3 pieces that are still there. So when you're competing, it's the same way. Most athletes, and this doesn't even just go for athletes, this goes for any given day, whether you're in a job, whether you're, just trying to have a great Saturday. Most people, when they wake up, when they get to practice, when they get to a competition day, the first thing they think about is what's missing. I feel a little off today. Maybe I feel like I'm only at 80% today. And so now I'm missing 20%. Oh no. Why is it missing? What's wrong? Well, how is that going to affect me? Instead of focusing on, I've got 80% to give, so I'm going to give 80% today.